Hello everyone, and welcome to today's session on organisational disruption and future threats. In this session, we are going to explore what threats and vulnerabilities mean for organisations, how to classify different types of threats, and how to assess their likelihood. We will also discuss the differences between primary and secondary data, which are essential when analysing risks and making decisions. By the end of this lesson, you will understand how to identify, evaluate, and prioritise threats in order to strengthen resilience. Let's begin. Understanding threats and vulnerabilities. Threats and vulnerabilities provide the technical evidence used to prioritise risks within a company. However, not all stakeholders are technical experts, and they may struggle to understand detailed exposures. That is why the role of a risk assessment facilitator is so important. They provide illustrative examples that make complex risks easier to understand and discuss. Prior research is critical at this stage. It helps employers identify risks in their operating environment and understand the potential impacts before those risks turn into real disruptions. Definition of threats and vulnerabilities. A threat is an undesirable circumstance or event that can cause loss, injury, or damage. It is essentially something that can turn a vulnerability into an actual business loss. The impact of threats is often measured using 3 dimensions. Confidentiality. Does the threat compromise sensitive information? Integrity. Does it damage the accuracy or trustworthiness of data or systems? Availability. Does it prevent resources or services from being accessible when needed? These 3 dimensions are widely used in risk management frameworks to determine the seriousness of a threat. Classification of organisational threats. Organisational threats can be grouped into 3 broad categories. Technology threats. Risks that come from IT systems, networks, and software. Physical or environmental threats. Risks caused by natural events or physical damage. Organisational or people-related threats. Risks linked to human actions, workforce issues, or internal misconduct. This classification makes it easier for managers to address risks systematically. Technology threats. Technology threats include a wide range of risks that can disrupt IT infrastructure and operations. Examples include system intrusion or unauthorized wireless access, malicious software such as viruses or ransomware, network or system scanning by attackers, spoofing or impersonation attacks, eavesdropping on communications, traffic overloading that crashes systems, failures in communication devices, hardware or software. These threats remind us that technology, while essential, also creates vulnerabilities that must be actively managed. Physical and environmental threats. Physical or environmental threats come from the natural and built environment. They include natural disasters like earthquakes, floods, lightning, typhoons, and heat waves, accidents such as fire or water leakage, equipment breakdowns, failures to support essential services like power or utilities. These threats often cause direct damage to facilities and can also interrupt supply chains or day-to-day operations. Organisational and people threats. Organisational or people-related threats are equally significant. They include theft, sabotage, or misappropriation of resources, acts of terrorism or deliberate violence, user or operator errors, workforce shortages, absenteeism or high turnover, death or personal loss affecting employees, work interruptions caused by disputes or strikes. Because organisations rely heavily on people, these threats can be just as disruptive as technological or environmental ones. Threat likelihood assessment. Threat likelihood refers to the probability that a specific threat event might occur. Assessing likelihood requires people with relevant knowledge, either internal specialists or external experts. The evaluation must take into account the organisation's context. For example, geography. Is the business located in an area prone to natural disasters? Proximity. Is it close to hazardous sites like chemical plants? Accessibility. How easy is it to reach the workplace in case of a disruption? Dependency. Does the organisation rely heavily on external partners or suppliers? By examining these factors, organisations can customise the likelihood assessment to their specific risks. Primary versus secondary data. When analysing risks, data is essential. Organisations use both primary and secondary data. Primary data is collected first-hand by the researcher through surveys, interviews, observations, or experiments. It is highly accurate and tailored to the organisation's needs. However, it is often expensive, time-consuming, and collected in raw form. Secondary data is data collected earlier by someone else. Examples include government publications, books, journals, websites, and company records. It is faster and more economical to use, and usually comes in refined form. However, it may not always be specific to the organisation's needs, and its accuracy can be lower compared to primary data. Both types of data are valuable. Primary data gives fresh, specific insights, while secondary data provides broader context and saves time. A balanced approach often delivers the best results. In conclusion, we have seen that organisational disruption can arise from many different types of threats: technological, environmental, and human. We also discussed how to define threats and vulnerabilities, how to assess their likelihood, and why data is essential in making risk-based decisions. The key message is that organisations must not only recognise threats, but also prioritise them using structured assessments and reliable data. By doing so, they strengthen their resilience and ensure they are better prepared for the future. Thank you for joining today's session.